Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode we got a few more collectibles and began the water temple. We also got the dungeon map fairly early, which is very nice and very useful. And so now we're going to interact with this here Triforce. Now what we need to do is come up to this thing and play Zelda's Lullaby. It's not super obvious that you have to do this at the beginning, which I kind of have a little bit of a problem with. I mean, it is a Triforce, and I guess once you pull out your Ocarina and find out you have to play a song, you'll try enough songs that you'll eventually find the right one. Also, the Triforce might be a little bit of a tip-off. But still, I don't... Actually, does Ruto tell you how to do that? Because if she doesn't, then that's a little... Anyways, here is a place where... Let's see, I forget if this room is optional or not, because Din's Fire is an optional item. And since I can't use Deku Sticks as an adult, I can't really... Oh yeah, I can shoot arrows through those things, can't I? No, not you. Arrows. Huh, I guess this is the way you're supposed to do it with all the required items, which really isn't all that difficult. You can always... just barely missed that one. What's this pot? Yeah, arrows. That might be kind of a tip-off as well. But the easiest way to do this is just stand directly in the middle and use Din's Fire to light both torches, and you'll be able to make your way into this here room. But if you don't have Din's Fire, then you might just have to go ahead and use the arrows through the torch like you did in the... Oh, here's some new enemies. These are Shell Blades. Its internal muscle is its weak point. Alright, the way you're supposed to take these guys out is you break out the old hook shot, and when they open their big yaps, you smack them right in the pink before they have a chance to shell blade you. And then you pull out your shield real quick. Although I'm just going to try and go with the big Oron sword because that's easier. Right, I guess if you're not locking on, you just kind of duck. Hey, yeah? The big Goron sword has... Not just keep calling it Bigoron. Anyways, it has like no defense, so if you want defense, use the Master Sword. You know, defense is kind of nice and not really fighting a lot in here, so I might as well switch back to the Master Sword while I'm in here, because I do like to use the shield. I mean, the Bigoron sword is very powerful, very, very powerful, but that lack of defense is enough of a drawback for me to prefer the Master Sword. I believe it's about half the power of the Bigoron sword. But, yeah. Anyways, I believe you need to go left? I don't know. This is all off of memory and guesswork. Here's a bombable floor. I have a feeling we're going to need our boots, so might as well put those on right now. Alright. Blow up this floor. Shield. And wouldn't you know it, boots are useful. Alright, here's another one of these guys, which I would suggest using, well, you kind of have to. Well, I suppose you could take off the boots and just scrape Link's face across the top of this. No, seriously, if you take off the boots, Link will scrape his face across the top of the thing trying to swim up. Oh, I guess he doesn't. I guess he just scrapes the top of his scalp. I remember distinctly, like, Link will try to swim up and thus scrape his face across the stone ceiling. Oh well, whatever. Press this switch and the water rises a little bit. And now we see that this little dragon statue, it has somewhat of a weighted ballast on the bottom, so if you raise the water level, then it will raise up as well. It's got like a little balloon. I was so used to the ginormous range of the Bigoron sword. The Master Sword just kind of looks a little wimpy in comparison. Alright, now there's a few ways to hit that switch to get to that Skulltula. I believe Din's Fire is one of them. Bombs don't work. But the easiest has got to be Spin Attack. Even a tiny little quick spin from the Master Sword, will do you good. And speaking of good, here is that Skulltula that I promised you. Well, I did promise you, like, all of them. What is that? 72? We've got a C- in Skulltula so far. It's not too bad. We're climbing back up there. At least we've... Like, a C- is not preferable, but I'll take it. It's better than failing. It's better than a D. So, we've got a C- in Skulltulas, but we'll just keep collecting the tokens until we make ourselves an A+. Which will happen eventually. It will be so disappointing at the end. Because I'm pretty sure I've already spoiled it that you get infinite rupees. Like, you just go back to the Skulltula guy and his, like, oh, here, let me fill your wallet to the top. But you see how much I've used rupees since I've turned into Adult Link? Pretty much the... Wait, wasn't there a small key or something? Okay, yeah, this is Link scraping his face across the top of the thing. If you just dive under there without using the boots, Link will scrape his face across the top of the thing. Anyways, let me find that key. No, it turns out I was right just from the beginning. What we actually have to do is come over here to the west entrance. I think this is the west entrance. Again, without the compass, this place is really hard to navigate. It becomes a lot easier once you get the compass because you know where you are on the map. So, yeah, I want to get the compass soon, but there is a little bit of dungeon we have to go through before the compass. Anyways, we push that little, or big block down there. How's Link able to push these things? They do not look like the kind of thing an average 17-year-old would be able to push. And look at Link, he's kind of stringy. I don't know. Maybe I just can't tell his muscles under those tights of his. Why do you wear tights, Link? Why? You don't wear tights in later iterations, maybe because they realize it's stupid. Anyways, here's another one of these crystals, but I'm going to take out that Tektite, because that is kind of annoying enemy placement right there. Let's see, just break out the arrows. Arrows are what you want to do for range. Also, damage, because the hookshot does not do damage. Alright, now here's a new mechanic. We press that, and Hydro Cannon from the floor. And this Hydro Cannon here is a platform. We can actually walk on it. So yeah, that's just the introduction to that. We will see more of that in the future. Here is the spinning room of Swirly Doom. As you can see, if we swim around here in this whirlpool, it will like swirl us around. We can't really fight against it. What you want to do is come over here to the right side of it and put on your iron boots. And you don't need to worry about like missing your target. You go directly down, and I missed my target. Okay. I say you don't have to worry about missing your target, and then I miss my target. No, I don't want to chance it. Nope. Yay! Wasting more time. Alright, so just come over here, hug the wall, try and get kind of close to the corner, because if you undershoot it, then you'll have what happened to me happen to you. Alright, so we pull out our hookshot, because pretty much it's kind of nice that the hookshot's the only thing we can use underwater, because that totally eliminates every other possibility. If you have few options, then you know what's going to work. You just come down here and it's like, okay, what do I hookshot? Man, these stupid shell blades. No, I don't want to get my Kori Tunic, I'll drown. Alright, I'm just gonna try and ignore these and take a little bit of damage. Kind of annoying that I don't have a fairy, but whatever, I guess I'll just have to deal. Okay, so we come over here and get our second key. There's a lot of keys in this temple. But also very few keys, which is pretty nice. Alright, again, I'm gonna try and ignore those shell blades by just diving instead of using the boots. Yeah, there we go. Scrape the face, and we come up here. Yeah, you do save a little bit of time if you just dive instead of doing the other thing. And it would be nicer if you could dive a little bit further, but silver scale only go down to 6. So yeah. when I first came through here, I shot that thing with an arrow and jumped across the hydro thing, and then I saw this hookshot target, and then I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. I wasted time and an arrow. So yeah, that wasn't a good idea. All right, scrape the face a little bit more, and we can make it to the inside of the center room. And okay, this thing I have a bit of an issue with. It's kind of a little just annoying pet peeve, but like you go up there and you think, oh, I'll just climb up to the thing, but no. Then you realize you have to come down here, get yourself in the right position, and hook shot up. I mean, it feels like let's see, what am I trying to say? In theory, it seems like it would save time putting a hookshot target there, but putting a hookshot target there and giving you the ability to just swim up there would kind of be ideal. But I don't know if you're just doing the swimming thing, or if you're used to just taking off your boots to go up, then it's kind of annoying, like the second time. Alright, well, we will unlock this tower in the next episode. So this is me, Thrash02, saying be cool, save often, and don't do anything I wouldn't.